Wake him up. Bring him in.
He's awake.
Of course he is.
Let's go.
Have a seat.
You look important.
I am. We've frozen your bank accounts. Not just the ones in Dallas, the ones in Nassau, the ones in Zurich, the ones under your 22 different LLCs and trusts that you've established in the States. Trusts you've established for your children, all of it. All $372 million of it. And we've just started looking.
That's illegal. I'm not under indictment.
We don't need indictments. We don't need warrants. We just need congressional approval to act against known terrorist organizations. And as of October 22nd, your organization was listed as such.
You have no evidence tying me
We
to
don't
anything.
need that either. All we need is the belief. Being placed on a terrorist watch list suspends your protections under the Fourth Amendment. Your right to an attorney, any Miranda protections. You see, we don't prosecute criminal cases. We eliminate threats to the national security of the United States of America. And when your organization began working with enemies of the United States to transport their agents into our country to attack that security, threat is exactly what you became.
So you're here to eliminate me.
We're here to eliminate the threat.
You could have done that in Dallas.
You're not the threat. Your brother's the threat. He's the one that's fostered these relationships that threaten us.
Every problem has a solution. And here's ours, Pablo. We can't control the relationships that an organization makes unless we have a measure of trust with the leader of that organization.
You want our trust?
We want your trust.
What else do you want?
If we have your trust, it's all we need.
Trust to do what?
Refrain from working with our enemies. Inform us when they reach out. Work to eliminate their influence anywhere that you find it.
That trust would be very valuable to us. Valuable enough that we would work tirelessly to protect it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think I do.
So you can give us that trust?
I can give you that, but what power do you have here? You can control men in Iraq, the Middle East, because you have soldiers there. You have no soldiers here.
We think it's best if your organization is run from the States.
Is that possible? Is that something that can be done?
In Mexico, we are free from prosecution.
It's not freedom, though. You aren't free to travel. Your children aren't either. No school is safe, no restaurant, nothing.
Here you sacrifice freedom for security. But it's a prison. It's a prison of luxury, it's a prison of your choosing, but it is a prison, nonetheless.
What if you could have the security you have in Mexico with the freedom you have in the United States? What would you say to that?
What about my family?
They get the same.
All of them?
All but one. You have his phone? We'd like to see him tomorrow. First thing.
My brother equates trust with money.
Give him his $300 million to start. How's that?
You'll want more.
More can be arranged.
What do I tell him you are?
You know who we are.
I can tell him that?
There can be no trust with secrets. Remember that.
Hermanito, necesitamos hablar. Sí, todo está bien.